Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the 8th in my series of 10 tags of Halloween technique videos. Now this technique is all about embossing with the Big Shot. The technique I'm going to use is not mine. It's straight from Tim Holtz, but I thought I'd like to show it to you anyway because it makes a really cool, soft, eerie kind of tag. What you need to use to make this tag is, first of all, a tag cut from chipboard. It doesn't work with cardstock. You need chipboard. You need an ink of your choice, paint. Now I'm using a paint dabber, but you can easily use paint and a brush, something to put the ink on, your Big Shot, and an embossing folder. Now I'm not going to use the same one as I used for that tag. We're going to try something else. And the last thing you need is a sanding block. Now I'm pretty cheap, so what I did instead of buying a sanding block is I took a block of wood and wrapped some sandpaper around it, but it works just fine. Step number 1, you're going to take your tag and you're going to put it in your embossing folder. And you're going to run it through the Big Shot. Make your sandwich. Now I'm left-handed. I should have set it up the other way, but we can get through. There we go. Now you see you have an embossed image on your chipboard tag. Okay, let's move the Big Shot out of the way and get on to step number 2. Step number 2 involves painting. What you're going to do is take your paint, whether it be brush and paint or a dauber, and you're going to paint your whole tag. Be really careful to get it everywhere, even in the nooks and crannies. Now this doesn't take very long to dry, but we are going to let it sit for a minute. It's better to let it air dry than it is to use your heat tool. So I'll be back in a few minutes when this dries. Okay, it's been about 5 to 10 minutes and this tag is all dry now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your ink. In this case I'm using Tangerine Tango, and you're going to take whatever you're going to apply the ink with, be it an applicator or a sponge. You're going to ink it up, and you're going to rub it in very, very well to the tag. Very well. Everywhere. But you're going to do a little bit of a thinner coat. But you want to get it into the crevices. Once you have your thin coat over the whole tag, you're going to take your sanding block and you're going to lightly sand the whole tag. Now the reason I say lightly is because you only want to touch the top. You want to only touch the raised embossed areas. Okay, take a cloth and brush off some of the dust from the sanding. Okay, back to your applicator. This time you're going to put on a much firmer, much heavier much deeper layer of ink. You want to work it very well in. Now you have to work fairly quickly because you don't want all this ink to dry, but it does soak in very well. And you can feel that it's damp under your touch. Okay, when you have it all inked up, you're going to take a paper towel, spritz it with a little bit of water, and you're going to gently wipe your tag. What you're doing is taking most of the ink off of the raised areas. Now, depending on how much of your area is raised, you may have to spritz another bit of the paper towel. And there, what you've basically done is taken the ink off of the raised areas, and you have the coolest of cool backgrounds, ready to add a sentiment to, add some trinkets to, whatever you want to make a really, really, really soft but spooky tag. And there's the purple one again, and this one. Really neat and really simple. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you again later. Take care.